Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be talking about the elements that make an amazing music video. Now, I haven't been shooting music videos that long, but I've studied the ins and outs of what makes a great video from the perspectives of the video creator, the artist, and the viewer. It's important to make sure that these three parties are happy if you want to have a successful video. You can use these as a checklist to make sure your video is hitting the mark. So let's not waste any time and jump right into it. The first is the viewer perspective. Does the story make sense? People look for plot holes. Luckily with music videos, you happen to get a lot more leeway than other forms of narrative work. This isn't an excuse to completely forget about the story, but make sure your motivations are lined up and that your story actually makes sense. Start with a simple story first, so you can make it easier for the viewer to understand. There are some simple themes that you can use as a guideline to start you off with. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to go deeper on some of these themes. So do the visuals match the vibe? Are you shooting a horror or a comedy or a drama? Knowing this is half the battle. Once you found out what your story is trying to say, the visuals that you're inspired by should match. A simple way to do this is by using references. In music videos, there are a lot of opportunities to get a little crazy with your productions. Not everything has to look realistic in a music video. Sometimes doing something as simple as using a certain color can evoke an emotion that you're trying to convey without necessarily showing what you're trying to convey on screen. There is a lot to unpack here, so I'll be sure to go through it more on a future video. Are the ideas you're conveying compelling? Would you watch this video yourself? Does this video say something new, or does it tell an old story in a new way? Telling stories is a major part of all forms of media, so keep that in mind when you're creating your next video. Now that you have a story with a compelling idea, you should be trying to say something with it. Put a message or a lesson or some growth in the video. Make your main character go through something that makes them different in some way by the end of it. You can also think of the message first, before you start thinking of characters and actions, if it helps. If you want to use your video as some sort of social commentary, now would be the time to identify that and build upon it in the script. From the artist's perspective, does this tell the audience the right story? Every music video should align with the values of the artist and what they stand for. Don't make a video promoting smoking if the artist is strongly against it. Core values should always be considered and respected when creating music videos and providing messages to the audience. Is it engaging enough for people to want to share or leave a comment? Will people want to share this video for a reason other than that they just know who's in the video? By following my earlier tips, creating a video with a message that resonates with a certain audience makes sharing more likely. Little bite-sized moments that are created for quick consumption are also very important. All you need is a short teaser that describes a small part of the story and gets people excited to see more. Does it sell the lifestyle or brand of the artist? Is this video on brand with the artist? Artists can have their own way of seeing things themselves, and this has to be in line with what you're showing on screen. Similar to the first point about sending the right message, it's imperative the artist approves of their look on video. I let all my artists wear what looks consistent with their brand. I'm not a stylist, and I never want them feeling uncomfortable with some choices that I made, although I do provide options. Has this idea ever been done before? If this idea has been done before, how are you doing it different?
Did it.
Everything is a remix and everything has been done before. Use your voice and make the idea something that resonates with you and your life currently. Another great way to make a new idea is by combining two ideas that result in one new idea. Last but not least, we're talking about the video creator. Are all the shots in focus? Make sure you have the proper tools to get things in focus. Use your focus peaking, limit forward and backward movements if that helps, and raise the aperture to ensure you're right on target. Is everything properly exposed? False color is the tool that I use most for my images, but you can learn to use the histogram, zebras, or waveforms if that's all you have. An off-camera monitor can be a real big help in getting the exposure just right, so if you need to use one as a tool, it helps to also get focus right as well. This is an unfortunate part about filmmaking today, but we are all obsessed with gear. However, what I'm trying to get at is less detailed and more just about the format. Digital versus analog, full frame versus APS-C. Having intention behind what you shoot your video on is what makes it special. Make sure your camera fits the motive behind the content. Style of lighting. You've got high contrast, low contrast, dramatic, high key, low key. There are tons of variations of how you can light a scene. Make sure the right one is chosen before you shoot. Again, using references and scouting locations beforehand should show you all of the possibilities. Make sure you're renting equipment if you need to get to that end goal. And now that you've seen the production of a music video through all these perspectives, you can use this knowledge to make an amazing music video yourself. Keep in mind that this music video should be enjoyed by the target audience, so if it only makes one of these 3 parties happy, the video isn't necessarily a success. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there are any other tips you'd like in the comments. Gently tap that like button and subscribe if you feel so inclined. My name's Ciprian. I'll catch you guys in the next one.